When people hear the word ants, they will likely assume that what a person is referring to are those kind of small, pesky insects that scurry around and make a nuisance of themselves. But in this instance, the ants I'm referring to, automatic negative thoughts. And the term ants was coined in the 90s by a psychiatrist. He used it to make public the idea that almost all of our thinking is unknown to us and that it comes from a negative perspective. So if you're a man and you've got an ant's nest in your head, it's likely that you'll experience some of the following. You might experience the fact that you're always thinking or that you're always focusing on negative outcomes. You might find that you think in binary patterns or have adopted an all or nothing attitude. Equally so, you might find that you tend to predict the future, but most of your predictions are also negative. From my work that I've done, I've found that if you're a man and that you let these ants scurry around inside your mind, then without question, they are going to adversely impact your experience of life. They're going to affect your quality of life. And that's why in the early stages of the work that I do with my clients, we tend to focus on the thought patterns that are holding them back. And then what we do is we switch our attention to identifying the strategies that will enable them to move forward. And one of those key strategies is about how we deal with ants. Because once we deal with them and we get rid of that infestation, my clients are able to get back to a life that they enjoy. And this is going to sound super simple, but Tony Robbins said it best. He said complexity is the enemy of execution. And that's why the strategy I'm going to share with you now is so simple, there's no reason to not use it. The strategy is this: stop. Anytime that you notice that you're thinking negatively, that you're predicting the worst, that you're labeling yourself, that you're just being critical of whatever you're experiencing, give yourself the command, stop. Because in that moment, you will stop and stamp out any of the ants that were kind of thinking, that you were thinking in your mind. I know that's super simple, but try it. I guarantee it will work. And quite frankly, managing your mind or starting to manage your mind can be that simple. So if you want to cultivate a healthier and a more positive life, never forget that a negative mind will never produce a positive life. And there's no better time now to stop and stamp out those ants than the present. So there's a super simple strategy, but one that will make a substantial difference to your life.